Alrighty, Kansas Bass Nation. As promised, I would do a opening of all the rods and reels that I've got from KastKing. So first up, we're going to open. I got 26 rods in today. There's 11 different ones. I was trying to see which one this one is. It is an 8-foot flipping stick. Get it out. There you go. Alrighty, this is not to be confused with the Speed Demon Pro series, but this is the Speed Demon regular series. This is the 8-foot flipping stick. It is action, fast action, heavy power, meant for line weight between 15 and 30 pounds, lures between 3/8 and 2 ounces. 8 foot long, it's a really stout flipping stick. Looks nice. It's got the Fuji reel seat on it. It's got the KastKing logoed hook down here, which is below the reel. Don't know if I'm a huge fan of that. I do kind of like to hook my hooks to the up here somewhere, or straight to the reel so that they're not going down and past. But other than that, I mean, there's not much to complain about here. Real nice seat rail, real good eyelets. All kinds of different specs and stuff on their labels too for you. So again, this is the 8-foot Speed Demon flipping stick, not to be confused with the Pro series. I believe this rod is either 80 or 90 bucks retail on KastKing.com. You can save 10% by using promo code SPTBKC. Again, that is SPTBKC. Save 10% on the Speed Demon 8-foot flipping stick. Next up, we have, let's see here, looks like a 7'6" Carolina rig. Oops, wrong side. Might help to follow the open here instructions. I've already cut the tapes on most of these. That way I wouldn't be struggling with it on camera. This one's the 7'6" Carolina rig rod. Okay, so the 7'6" Carolina rod is a fast action medium heavy rod for 10 to 25 pound line weight and lures between 1/4 to 1 ounce. So small eyelets just like your longer 8-footer. Same setup. Everything's identical except it's a 7'6" and different action. Yep, it's got good action, good bend. Awesome. So again, this is the 7'6" Carolina rig by Speed Demon. Not to be confused again with the Speed Demon Pro series. These are the second tier, but for the price point and the reviews on them, you can't beat them. So get over to KastKing.com and check out the Speed Demon tournament series rods. See what we have next. Alrighty. This one is the 7'2" jig and worm stick. It is a fast action medium power meant for 10 to 20 pound test in between 1/4 and 3/4 ounce lure weight. So again, this one is medium power and fast action. So should have real quick tip on it. So yep, looks real nice. Again, this is the Speed Demon 7'2" jig and worm. One thing I do like about rods that actually put kind of what they're for. Nothing like rummaging through your rod locker real quick on your boat trying to find a rod, and then having to look at the little fine print. Right here on the top, they have a real nice and bold print for you. Next up, we have, let's see if there's a label on it. Looks like the frogging rod. I don't know if I cut this one all the way. Tell you what, some of these puppies are in here pretty good. My wife's going to be happy with all the mess down here when she goes down. All right, so this one's the 7'2" frogging rod. It is a fast action, extreme heavy rod, so extremely stout. Line weight is 50 to 80 pound test. I like to throw my frogs on 65 pound braid, so that's perfect. Anywhere from 1 to 4 ounces of lures. So I will also probably throw a few of my heavier action glide baits on here as well. Big fan of throwing them on a extreme heavy action rod. So Speed Demon frog rod 7'2", fast action but extreme heavy, so really stout rod. Everything's the same other than that on the rod. See what else we got. It's like Christmas around here lately. This one says it's a 7'2" drop shot rod, so this is a spinning rod. I did order more spinning rod stuff this time, so after I ordered 26 rods, 4 of them are actually in this series, and 4 of them are in the shaky head, just because I want to get into more finesse fishing. So same quality product. The only difference is obviously your eyelets are on the bottom because you're going to be throwing a spin cast on them. This one is a 7'2", meant for drop shotting. It's a moderate fast, medium light rod, meant to be thrown between 6 and 10 pound test. Lure weight between 1/8 of an ounce and 3/4 of an ounce. So it should have a lot of backbone to it, or a lot of flex to the back. So I meant, but 7'2" drop shot. Spinning rod, so very nice looking. Excited to get a little bit more finessey this year. After fishing on the opens last year, the Bass Opens, I realized I power fish way too much compared to what some of the other guys do. So next up, next up, we have a 7-foot crankbait stick. This one is moderate power, moderate action medium power, meant for 8 to 17 pound test, 1/4 to 3/4 ounce lures. So you're going to be throwing some of your larger crankbaits, your medium to larger crankbaits on here. Right, 1/4 to 3/4. So yeah, I'm going to throw probably my 6 to 18-foot diving crankbaits on this rod. Got quite a bit of flex to it, but not too much. Hence the action. Next up, we have a 7-foot chatterbait stick. This is actually one of their rods that I've heard people rave about the most. So I knew for sure I was going to at least try this rod before I decided to buy them all. And if you do decide to buy them all, don't forget to type in our promo code SPTBKC so you can get your 10% off as well. So yeah, the 7-foot chatterbait stick. It is a fast action medium power, 10 to 20 pound recommended line weight, and 1/4 to 3/4 ounce weight. It's got a lot of flex in the tip, so it's very, very, very fast action. I mean, you barely touch it and it just jigs or wiggles. So you should be able to feel that blade on that bladed bait, just every single pulse it makes. Might also throw some of my Colorado bladed spinner baits on there when I'm really wanting to feel that thump. Not that you can't feel it on a normal spinning bait rod, but depending on sensitivities and what lines you're using, might add that to the arsenal. What we got here? This one we have speaking of spinner baits, we have a 7-foot spinnerbait rod. So this one's probably going to be pretty similar. The only difference is it's a moderate fast instead of fast, and it's medium power, 10 to 17 pound test weight, 1/4 to 3/4 ounce weight recommended. So it's going to be a little bit less sensitive right here at the end. So going to definitely be throwing my willow bladed baits, and then probably my the single Colorado to single willow, or the combination of both. Got one small guide rail bent on this one. So cool. Other than that, looks good. 7-foot even spinnerbait rod. So again, these are the Speed Demons, not to be confused with the Pro Series. But yeah, they look good. Look real nice. Pleased with the look of them so far. Can't wait to get them out on the water and try them out. I throw a ton of KastKing reels already, so very familiar with how good their products are. So it was time to upgrade rods. This one must be in the 6-foot range because it was easier to get out. That'd be my shaky head by the looking of the eyelets. Yep, 6'10" shaky head rod. So another spinning rod. This one's going to be moderate fast, medium light power, 6 to 12 pound test, 1/8 to 3/8 of an ounce recommended lure weight. So yeah, it's got your normal, real good bend to it. So definitely going to be throwing a shaky head and a Ned rig on these. So I got 4 of these, if I remember right, when I made my order. So can't wait to get a little bit more finessey. I used to only throw, I had 4 spinning reels on my boat, and they were really on my boat for my wife. And then I started throwing Ned rigs and real lightweight shaky heads and dum-dum rigs and all kinds of stuff last year. And it's very, very impressive how many fish you catch. You might not catch the monsters on them, but it will surprise you how many monsters you will catch. But you catch a ton of fish when you're throwing finesse. I think on Smith Lake I caught 50 or 60 fish each day, which was a lot of fun when you're throwing for spots and throwing for next tackle. All right, this one's a 6'8" jerkbait rod, which is much needed in my arsenal. I love throwing a jerkbait, especially this time of year. Water temps are in the 40s and 50s right now all the way around us, depending on if you're on a power plant lake or non-power plant lake. And I've never really had the proper jerkbait rod. I've always thrown it on like a 7 or 7.2 because that was the shortest rods I really had for my bait casters. And so now to have a 6'8" in my arsenal, especially when you're on the back of some of those boats that sit real low to the water, if you're co-angling, it's not a big deal when I was on the front of my boat as a boater, but I noticed when I coed on the opens this year, having that shorter rod on the back of the boat made all the difference, especially on some of the older Rangers and stuff. So this one is a 6'8" jerkbait, fast action, medium power. It's meant for 8 pound to 17 pound test, and 1/8 to 5/8 ounce jerkbaits. So super excited to get out there and try this. It will probably be the most used this winter, so I'll definitely get a feedback review on this once this winter's over. Well, last but not least of the 11 rod series that they sell, can't remember which one we're missing at this point. Just gonna have to open it and find out. This is the square bill rod. Shallow cranking square bill rod. So this is meant for 6'8" square bill. It's a moderate action, medium heavy rod, 10 to 20 pound weight, 3/8 ounce to 1 ounce. So this is your kind of like your shallow cranking stick, your square bills and your really small diving crankbaits. So everything about these rods are nice. Remember to go to KastKing.com if you guys order anything, rods, reels, net gaiters, scales, it don't matter. Use promo code SPTBKC in the checkout coupon section, and it will knock 10% off your order, and it will help the Kansas Youth Bass Nation out as well. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.